I'm just doing an update on pimping out my electronics in my truck. This was from before. What it is a USB jack and audio jack that I tied in, and the wires are run down through the column of the truck and down underneath the dash to give it constant USB power. Also, there is a 12-volt jack here that is for the radar detector, and that is switched, so when you turn it off, I've got the phone mounted on the windshield, but this will move, so as long as you have a phone signal, you've got reception. And I've got a Netflix movie on here right now, and the jack in the side is also run into the auxiliary of the stereo system. As a backup, the audio jack is just a backup. Pause this. The system is linked with the Bluetooth that I've installed here. Like I stated, that it's tied into the auxiliary of the truck. So if you have a Bluetooth compatible device such as a tablet or phone, you can send it through the audio system, the auxiliary of this audio system in the truck. So you've got two options: either the jack from the window mount to send it through. You have a jack right here that you can also plug in, or you can use the Bluetooth, which is completely independent of the truck's Bluetooth, which is tied in to the phone system. So either Bluetooth can be operating, and if I get a phone call, just press this button and it goes over to a hands-free speaker, puts it through the truck stereo, and I can answer the call. I believe it also cuts out the stereo. So if you have the other Bluetooth running with a movie or music coming across the auxiliary, it will supersede that and play through the vehicle to answer the phone call. So as you can hear, we've got a Netflix movie playing on here, and it's going through the audio of the truck using the jack right now.
Yeah, where Shimada frequently worked as a teacher.
The clever thing about this system that I have here is, like I stated before, you can dismount this off the windshield and move it over to the other side. The cord is long enough. I've got it tucked away up inside here. I made the custom-made cords long enough so that it wouldn't interfere with the driver, and whoever's sitting over here wants to put the Bluetooth headphones on and listen to a movie. As long as you have a phone signal, you can watch whatever's on the internet, YouTube, Netflix, things like that. Also, I can create a hotspot, since I have unlimited data. Create a hotspot with the phone, and whoever's in the vehicle that has a tablet or anything like that that's Bluetooth can look at the Wi-Fi and pick up the whatever's on the net. So as long as you got it, like I said, as long as you have a phone signal, you can drive down the road. The passenger can sit with the Bluetooth headphones on, watch a movie, as long as the phone signal doesn't go out, and it still works on 3G and 4G. The other thing that I just put in recently was a backup camera. I went with a wired system because of the past experience with interference. This one here is Pile PLC 36, and so far I'm very pleased with it. It's got a small camera on the back. It attaches above the license plate that's adjustable up and down. The focus is pretty good. I have had some problems in the rain, but this one here in particular, what I did is I have it hooked up to the reverse. But unique thing about that is the wire from the reverse is running up for my floodlights that I have mounted in the back. So with a switch over here, while I'm driving, I can actually flip this switch on down here, and the lights won't go on, but I get a visual on my monitor. Also, with the switch that I have mounted underneath the dash that is particularly are just for the floodlights, I can turn that switch on, the floodlights come on in the back, the camera comes on again. Also, when you put it in reverse, the backup lights come on in the back. Another thing that I added was a digital keypad, and it's through the glass. So if you see, if you touch on here, the lights will come on, and you can enter your 4-digit code through the glass, and it will unlock the vehicle. Here it is mounted on the inside. I ran the wire harness through the molding and down under the dash. What's unique about this system is it has numerous wires on it and shows a wiring harness in the diagram how you're supposed to hook it up to your vehicle lock system. I didn't want to mess around with the vehicle's locking system with the key fob, so I had an additional key fob that I purchased, and I disassembled it and attached wires, soldered wires into the unlock switch, ran those wires externally. The output of the keypad here, the digital keypad, I tied in to the key fob's unlock wires. The only wires that this is using is the power and the ground from the vehicle, so it's completely independent. Under the dash, I have a key fob. The only thing that I might have to do later on is change the battery in the key fob, but it's completely independent of the vehicle. So what it's essentially doing is when you punch in your unlock code on the outside, it activates, sends an unlock signal to the key fob, or opens the switch, or actually closes the switch in the key fob, initiating an unlock signal to the vehicle's unlock system, and unlocks my vehicle for me. So that works pretty good. I've tested it out a couple times. The only problem with the keypad, it is a little bit tricky to try to program it. It took me several times to get everything, the mode. I had to reset it and get it set up, but now at least I know that when I am out of the vehicle, I don't have to carry my keys everywhere if I'm at the beach or, you know, out diving or anything like that. I can lock everything up and still have access to my vehicle. One thing I forgot to mention is when I tied in the floodlights in the back and mounted the switch under here, I kind of want to move the switch over here to this side. I have an empty port here that I'm going to mount it this way so it has more access, and put an indicator LED. The unique thing about that is that you can put the truck in reverse and the backup lights will come on through a relay under the hood, but also if you flip the switch on underneath the dash here, it'll turn the floodlights on, but will not turn your backup lights on, your vehicle backup lights. It's independent. I isolated it with a relay so that it didn't interfere with the electrical system of the vehicle. So I have two options. When I put it in reverse, the lights will come on, or if I happen to be driving down the road and someone has their high beams on, I can just flash them with this light switch under here, flash that, and it works. Those lights come on, and it kind of indicates that, hey, your high beams are in my rearview mirror, please turn them down. That's not the exact words I use, but you get the point. So that's it for right now. I think on my other video I did put that I have a GPS in here. I don't like wires showing, or try not to have them, you know, hanging down or anything. So this one here, eventually I'm going to probably take and run it through the dash. I'll cut a small hole in here. I really don't like to cut holes in the vehicle, but I got to figure out a way to run this wire and hide it, get it out of the way. But other than that, most of the wires are hidden. So that's it for now.